I haven't uploaded in ages, and I thought before I started uploading again it might be wise to give an explanation as to why. So there's a lot to unpack. Just join me on my day and we'll try to do it as we go. I haven't even introduced my robe. I've had this robe for longer than I should, but it's like a comfort blanket to me now, and she's very special to me.
And her name is Jacinta.
You might see me in this robe, you might not. You might see me looking like this, or you might see me looking like that, or unfortunately sometimes you might see me looking like this. But a lot of the time when I'm in the house, whether I'm clothed or whether I'm in jammies, you'll see me in this robe. Please feel free to judge me, maybe it'll stop me from, you know, doing it. So why have I not uploaded in a while? Well, and I think I probably covered this in one of my last videos, but not to the degree that I will cover it in this new channel, this new channel direction. Brain fog. So yeah, I have a condition called fibromyalgia, and bursitis in my hip, which makes moving around and doing things very, very difficult. Now, I'm not going to cover right now what these things are. I'm going to cover it later on in the video, and probably then do a dedicated video just to each thing. But my aim now for this channel is to include it, because last time I was setting up studios, I was setting up lighting, everything that had to be done before I could press record had me knackered before I could even film a video. The editing part is the best part for me, because I find editing really relaxes me, but the actual physicality of filming and what had to be done wasn't working. And when I say what had to be done, I'm going to actually take you and show you this. Hold on. I mean, I followed YouTube to a T. I did it, I operated it like I was learning something and then putting it into action. So I had video engagement timelines, target markets for the channel, editing and film tips, resources, exactly what I should and shouldn't be saying and how I should look in the video. And putting that much pressure on myself took the fun out of it, because I really, really love making videos for YouTube to share with you, whether it be editing travel vlogs that we've done, or just talking to camera, just thinking that maybe somebody out there could be helped by seeing what I'm doing. So I want to have YouTube in my life, and that means some changes are going to have to be made in order for that to happen. So I'm not always going to have the tidiest background. I'm not always going to have the best lighting. Sometimes videos will be voiceovers if I'm not fit enough to actually film myself. So I'll maybe do voiceover videos. Basically what I'm saying is I'm going to try and do the videos to the best that I can with the condition that I have, and some things are going to have to be left behind. Done, not perfect, because I want to show what I do on a daily basis and how fibromyalgia and other things affect someone's life. And honestly, I don't think there's really enough videos out there for people like me. So this is where the channel direction is going to go. I've still a lot to work out, but honestly I'm just sick of sitting trying to work it out. I just want to get on with it and get it done. I feel like I should point out that this isn't food. It's like a sore that opened up on my face the other day just for shits and giggles. So please don't write me in the comments saying that I have chocolate on my face or anything. It's not. I wish it was. I'd lick it off. Showers are really hard for people with chronic pain. There's such an enormous amount to do before you even leave the house. So after a bath or a shower, I take a half-hour rest before the next stage of getting ready. So if you'll excuse me. Ow! Ah, got it in my eye. Ah.
Hi, where are we going? Pets at Home.
Let's go to Pets at Home. Pets at Home, Lisa got a cat. Like randomly. So we're going to get Pets at Home. I'm going to get some treats for Maisie, and you're going to get a cat bed.
Yes, and loads of cat things.
And loads of cat things.
Things that cats need. Scratch and post. Antihistamines.
Like, hurry up, how long does it take to get out of a car?
I'm just gathering everything together.
This would solve a lot of my problems.
It would solve a lot of your problems.
I'd stop spending so much money on the internet.
Stop.
Oh no, we have a problem.
Gorgeous.
Cat shit.
That shit.
Cat. I start to flag a little bit, but we're going upstairs and I'm going to watch. Help. Lisa put curtain poles up. So I'm going to show you why I'm really glad I don't have stairs.
Sit there.
Okay. You've left your knob out. Being such a good friend, and I think I've done at least 95% of the work that's required. I've been like 4.5 hours in Pets at Home and 17 days putting up a curtain pole. I can't do it anymore. I'm home. I'll walk back. So back in the house now. I'm really tired, but I've had a really nice Saturday. After sort of being in the house a lot this week, it was quite nice to catch up with Lisa and just get out and about a bit. It's 7:45. Around about this time is usually when I start to feel the pain from the day, and I'm going to rest the rest of the night to avoid that creeping over into tomorrow. If I've done it right, we should be fine. So on that subject, what is fibromyalgia? Why does it cause me these problems? What is it? And I thought that what we could do is take a quick overview look at it, just to end the video off. Quick look at what it says on the good old internet about fibromyalgia. Plenty time to go into it in further depth, plenty time to talk about the sort of the nuances of all the symptoms, but I thought I'll just give you a quick overview, as I realise many people won't have heard of this or have heard of it but not really understand to a great degree what it's about. So let's have a look at the NHS website, shall we? Fibromyalgia, an overview, is a long-term condition that causes pain all over the body. As well as widespread pain, people with fibromyalgia may also have increased sensitivity to pain, fatigue, muscle stiffness, difficulty sleeping, problems with mental processes known as fibrofog, and problems with memory and concentration. Also headaches and irritable bowel syndrome. The causes are unknown actually. It's thought to be related to abnormal levels of certain chemicals in the brain and changes in the way the central nervous system processes pain. So the messages that are carried around the body. It's also suggested that some people are more likely to develop it because of genes inherited from their parents. It's believed that in many cases the condition appears to be triggered by physical or emotional stressful events, such as an injury or infection, giving birth, having an operation, the breakdown of a relationship, the death of a loved one, so something along those lines. Fibromyalgia doesn't really discriminate, it can affect anyone, although it is around 7 times as many women as men that have fibromyalgia, but there are plenty of men out there that suffer from it. It's not clear exactly how many people are affected by it, although research has suggested it could be a relatively common condition. Some estimates nearly 1 in 20 people may be affected by it. The trouble is with fibromyalgia, and same goes for sort of ME and thyroid conditions and other autoimmune conditions, is they overlap quite a lot in symptoms. So for a long time I thought my thyroid wasn't fixing, and it was, it's just the fibromyalgia was also there in the background. So a lot of the time the waters can be muddied by overlapping conditions, and that's why it can be quite hard to diagnose. And talking about diagnosis, how is it treated? It's treated by medication, it's treated by management, really, condition management, which is a very personal thing, although there are groups out there that can help you. So talking therapies such as cognitive behaviour therapy and counselling, lifestyle changes such as exercise programmes and relaxation techniques. So as somebody with fibromyalgia, I'd like to say that is the vaguest of vague, very basic descriptions of what this condition is and what it can do to your body and your mind. So that's one of the reasons why this channel direction will change, and we will start to talk more about my condition and still do the normal things that I'm going to be doing, such as, you know, stand-up comedy, just taking you on general days out and things like that, showing you how I work. But I'd like to do all that with combining being honest about fibromyalgia and being honest about how it affects my day-to-day living, and how, you know, in comparison to somebody who maybe doesn't have it, or in comparison to a normal person. I don't think any of us are normal, but an average, you know, regular person. So thanks for, if you've watched all the way to the end, if you've managed to listen to my voice for the whole video, then well done, thank you. Have a good night, and remember, take care of yourself. I plan on doing a sort of more I'm just going to keep saying that. I plan on doing a sort of more. I plan on doing a sort of more. I plan on doing a sort of more. No, you did it again. You did it again. Stop doing it. Now I can't even remember what I was going to say. Ugh. If you wanted a literal example of what brain fog looks like, then you know that I did that just for you.